Hello viewers, welcome to Everything But What. Welcome to Everything But What. If we challenge a tiny box to go 24 hours without using its limbs, could it do it? There is no chance of that in this world. There's a man who has managed to live for 71 years with a small box covering his body. Today, we're going to witness his inspiring story. This video will be truly inspiring, so let's not waste any time and dive right in. Before that, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Facebook and WhatsApp. We are going to watch the story of a man named Paul Richard Alexander. He's known by the nickname the Man of the Iron Lung. He lives in America in 1950, when he was just 6 years old. During that time, a disease had spread throughout America. That disease was polio, so if someone gets infected with polio, their entire body becomes dysfunctional. At that time, Paul was 6 years old. Since he was a small boy, he used to jump and play. Suddenly, he started feeling unwell in his body. He rushed to his house. He ran home and told his mother that something was wrong with his body. His mother heard him calling out and quickly came to him, seeing him in person. She couldn't keep his legs steady. Her mother was very sad. She prayed to God. She prayed to God not to give this disease to her child. Whatever she prayed for, she would experience a lot of sorrow in her life. Within the next 5 days, his body gradually lost its functionality. He was playing with his friends. He couldn't even walk. As soon as he fell asleep, he lost all movement in his limbs. On the 5th day, he began to experience difficulty breathing. His mother decided that if he stayed indoors, he wouldn't be able to function properly. She took him to the hospital. Where a doctor examined him. The doctor diagnosed him with a serious illness and informed his mother that he needed to be hospitalized. His mother began to weep and the doctor entered, inquiring about the reason for her tears. He said that his son was brought here and that he was dead. The doctor came inside and checked his son. He smiled and said that his son was alive and needed treatment. Then he rushed out of the emergency room. His mother ran after the doctor. The doctor took him to a room and gave him an injection in his throat. In Marcel movie VJ does tracheotomy, right? The doctor gave him a shot and he started to breathe normally. The doctor took him to a container. The doctor then placed him in an oxygen chamber. The container is designed to cover the entire body of the Paul, with only its head sticking out. This container was named as Iron Lung. The Iron Lung is helping the Paul breathe properly. If Iron Lung is not there, the Paul will not be able to breathe. If Iron Lung is not there, the Paul will not be able to breathe. The Paul was affected by polio. The Paul's ability to breathe has been affected due to the loss of muscle function. So the function which happens automatically won't happen in his life. The breathing won't take place automatically. For that only the Paul is able to breathe because of this Iron Lung. This Iron Lung is going to travel through Paul for his lifetime. In such a situation, it's easy to lose hope. A person can't live with a body in a box. Depression will be created, right? If that is the case, we'll think that it's better to die than living, right? But Paul didn't think the same. In the other way, he thought that he is going to live his life brighter. After this, you'll be shocked. After hearing the miracle happened in his life, he did many things that a normal man cannot do. If we want to achieve something, we should have a lot of hope. If we want to earn more money, we also have to study more, right? If we want to join IT field, we have to study in the right institute, right? The best place to go for this is Rajalakshmi Edwards. Rajalakshmi Edwards is a great place for online training. They are in tie-up with Rajalakshmi School of Business. The courses they offer are Python Basics, Advanced and Full Stack, Data Science, Full Stack Java, Digital Marketing, Supply Chain Management, and FinTech. It's not only for college students, even school students can do, even postgraduate and even working professionals can do any of the course to upgrade their skill. They are providing live, interactive online courses, so we can complete the course without any interruption. They offer classes in 2 languages, Tamil and English, to overcome the language barrier. If you want to learn Tamil, you can enroll in English medium courses. To help with that, they provide training for soft skills. Soft skill training. They teach you spoken English. They have tie-up with 400 companies. So, they are supportive of 100% placement. If you say, it's okay. They teach only theory in online classes. How can we enhance our hands-on experience? They have an industry-specific curriculum for that. They have capstone projects. So, their courses will be very practical. In this there are 800 plus students, there are more than 40 industrial experts. Moreover, their courses are reasonably priced. They give zero-cost ME. And the best part is, their courses are conducted on weekends. Why are you still thinking? We have given the link to Rajdhani Madhya Pradesh in the description. You can click on that and join. Or you can simply dial the number displayed on the screen and enroll. Now, back to the story. When I was saying that I can't live anymore, my life is going to change. He started thinking like that. But no matter what he thought, living in that box every day was like living in hell. Because the pain inside is so much. Our body will get tired more than ours. So, we might feel like we can't survive living like this. But no matter what he thinks, his hope never fades. For 18 months, he had to live in that box. Then, he came home from the hospital successfully. But he was discharged from the hospital. So, he didn't come out of the box. He shifted to his house from the hospital. But he was in the same box. Because without the box, he can't breathe. That's why he was brought home in the box. But moving from the hospital to his home brings him joy. Because even if there are thousands, you can't get the happiness you get in our house. So, he feels very happy. But no matter how happy he feels, he can't live in the house the way he used to. He can't go out with his friends. He can't go to the church. He can't do anything. So, we have to do something to him. On one hand, we have to do something to him. Whether it's his friends or family, their attention gives him a wound because they don't look at him normally. Because he is different, people treat him differently. So, this way of looking hurts him a lot. So, to help him overcome this situation, Paul begins to stimulate his mind. The outcome of this is a miracle in his life. That's what his caretaker told him. Yes, that's nothing else. You're breathing as if you've been in this box all along. You come out of this box and breathe for 3 minutes. If you do that, I will get you a beautiful puppy. Upon hearing this, Paul becomes very excited. We have to get that puppy somehow. He starts to train for that. Just like in the movies, he can't finish it in a day or two. So, he starts training for it every day for hours on end. Not just 1 or 2 days, he trains for many weeks. As a result of training, one day we will try this. He comes out of that box. When he finally emerges, he has a small seed of doubt in his mind. Because there is a fear of failure. However, despite that fear, there is a strong desire to succeed. So, with that hope, he comes out. He starts to breathe slowly without a machine. After that, he breathes without a machine for 3 minutes. So, this gives Paul a lot of excitement. The caretaker who was next to him, did what I told him to do and asked for the puppy. They gave the puppy to Paul. Then Paul's body went into that box. At that time, Paul started to think. If we can breathe without a box for 3 minutes, then we will be able to achieve this. He is getting ready for his training. He is getting ready for his training. He is getting ready for his training. As a result of training, he started increasing the time to breathe without a box. As he increased, his hope increased. He eventually reached a point where he couldn't go without the box. At that point, he had reached a stage where he needed a wheelchair. We do not know the excitement we get when we see a wheelchair. He got excited and asked to take him out of the box. He got excited and asked to be taken out of the box and put on the wheelchair. He was thrilled and said that this was the most special moment he had experienced. He requested to be taken out of the box. They took him out of the box. He was very happy. He had been stuck in the house for many weeks. He sat on the wheelchair and saw the world outside. It would have been an indescribable feeling. He is feeling that way now. He is very happy. He started increasing his training. As a result of increasing, his body started to travel in an aeroplane. He could not go out of the box for a minute and breathe. Now he can travel by plane freely, without feeling confined to a box. He is very trained to travel in an aeroplane. He asked if he could travel on a plane without a box. He said no. He goes to the airport as if he was in the box. He sits in the seat without a box only when he goes to the airport. He goes to the storage room in the airplane. After reaching the destination, he used to get down the plane and get into the box and go. He did not travel in an ordinary airplane. Imagine how much his confidence would have been if he had traveled in an airplane. As he increases his breathing training, he is able to breathe without a box. If you ask if he could survive without a box, no. He can survive without a box during the day. But he only needs to stay in the box at night. This is how Paul's life is moving forward. He wants to move his life to the next stage. He starts doing the next tasks. We have become normal human beings. Why should we travel at home? He started thinking about going to college. He applied for the college. But the college had very poor medical facilities. He was not able to study. He got rejected. But he did not give up. He said that he should decide that he should study or not study. He continued to study hard for the next 2 years. He kept trying to get into college. He applied for the college. The college got very tired. He was informed that he needed to take the polio vaccine and a person must stay with him all time. Is that enough? I crossed a lot of hard times, so he went and put a polio vaccine and arranged a person. He went back to the college. He studied very hard and got 2 degrees. He did not stay at home. He studied law. He became a lawyer. He did not stay at home. He wanted to go to court and become a lawyer. He wanted to go to court and become a fighter. Paul even went to court and started practicing. He didn't do it for the sake. He also won many cases. He's really accomplished in many areas. But things aren't going well for him. As they say in movie that they are laughing out but crying in emotions. That's how Paul's life was. He used to wake up every morning in a lot of pain. He cannot wash his face and brush his mouth normally like us. All the body are not functioning right, only head is functioning right, and the one part which has been used is mouth. He used to do all things using his mouth, from this box, from brushing, turning the pages of the notebook, and writing using mouth, using computers. So he does all things using his mouth. If he does all the work using mouth, it will pain, right? He achieved the pain with all this pain. If you ask for another thing, you will be in a different level. Because if we are given an assignment, we will run away by writing 4 papers. Do you know what Paul did? He has started writing his own will by holding a pen in his mouth. Writing like that is not an ordinary thing. Because it is very difficult to hold a pen in your mouth. You can't even write very fast in that. So, he wrote every letter, not for a month or 2 months, not for a year or 2 years. He wrote for almost 5 years. He is writing his own will and publishing it as a book. The name of that book is 3 Minutes for a Dog. That is, he has a great hope in his life. That is, if you breathe without this machine for 3 minutes, I will give you a puppy. He is writing his own will with that moment as the title. After writing his own will, many people asked him only one question. That is, nowadays, advanced technology has come. Why are you still using this technology in this era? Paul said only one thing. I can move my head freely only in this, only because I can move like that, I was able to achieve many things. Not only that, I have been used to this machine from the beginning. This is what I feel comfortable with. But Paul wants to say only one thing specifically for this world. That is the polio vaccine. Yes, don't take this polio vaccine as ordinary. Because in some places affected by this disease, they found the polio vaccine. Only after finding it, polio gradually decreased from this world. It has reduced to a maximum. If they had found the vaccine before this disease attacked me, I would have been able to fly in this world as much as I wanted. I have achieved many things in my life. But if they had found the polio vaccine before I got this disease, I wouldn't have had to spend 70 years in this box. At the same time, I would have achieved 10 times more than what I have achieved now. So the one I didn't get when I was small, now you get it in your life. So, don't leave it for your younger generation. He says with a lot of feelings. So this is what we have to learn from Paul. When he was small and when they told that he won't be able to live, he lived. When he said that he could not breathe without this box, he came to a stage where he could breathe without this box. When they told that he cannot come outside, he came out. He flew in the sky without being able to come out. When he said that he could not go to school even if he flew in the sky, he went to school. When he said that he could not go to college even if he went to school, he got a degree in college. He got 2 degrees and became a lawyer. When he said that he could not argue in court even if he got a degree in college, he argued in court and won many cases. When he said that he could not read a book or write a note, he wrote each and every word with his mouth and expressed his feelings. This is what we should learn from his story. People around us will say that we cannot do this and that. But whatever they say, it is their mouth. We are living our life. Our life is in our hands. It is in our mindset. That is the mind. Paul has used it a lot. Even if people around me say a lot, I know that I will achieve many things. Even though I'm not able to move my legs, I believe that I can achieve many things that I cannot achieve in this world. That is why he has achieved so many things. If he can achieve so many things, we should decide how many things we can achieve. Think about me every time you get depressed. If you can achieve so many things in a box, you can achieve more than me. Believe your mind and induce your mind. Don't believe anything other than yourself. This is what Paul says. The main reason for him to say this is to motivate all the youngsters in this world. We hope that this video has inspired you in a different way. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.